And we're back again.
Yeah. And now it's time for the
Shader
Showdown semifinals.
Yeah, we saw some awesome matches last night, 4 awesome matches in the quarterfinals.
And it's going to be really, really interesting what people are going to bring to the semifinals, because I wouldn't know how to improve on what we saw in the quarterfinals last night.
So we have 2 matches coming up.
Yep.
First match is
going to be Anticore from Portugal
versus blackle from Canada. And as soon as they are ready, we can switch over.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll open the voting as soon as possible.
Welcome everybody for the second session of the Shader Showdown of Revision 2021. I hope you all had a good night of sleep, because I did. And this time you'll be witnessing the semi-finals of the competition. And today you'll be hearing the smooth voices once again of PSNOF, Oki, Flopine, and blackle. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
You said smooth. You have to talk smoothly now.
Yeah, please.
Welcome
Okay, wow.
to the Shader Showdown, where tonight it's
Oki
not
is
only
the
about
original
Shader.
scene voice, so Oki knows how to do the voice. Anyways, first round we have today is going to be on the semifinals. It's going to be Anticore versus blackle. Anticore won against Lechuga Feliz, and blackle won against Cosamentale.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Yes, Cosamentale, yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited. I'm rooting for my homeboy Anticore, of course, because he's from my hometown. But I love blackle as well, so looking forward to see what she's gonna cook up for us today. She had no idea what she was gonna do yesterday. She didn't plan for it, so I'm curious what she managed to cook up overnight. Okay, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's going to be, we had 4 incredible rounds yesterday, and it's going to be an incredible semifinals, and I'm looking forward to, indeed, Anticore versus blackle. Blackle was kind of like, I had one effect, now I have to do something else, I don't know. And when Anticore heard blackle had won, he posted, okay, that's just a clean decapitation for me. So this might be a very exciting battle for the both of these shader coders. Diving into it, I don't have a favorite, I just want to go on this journey. Flopine, do you have any? Flopine will be commenting this round because blackle is in it, and then the next round where Flopine will battle evvvvil, blackle will be commenting. So we have information straight from the source.
Flopine, any quick comments before we start the countdown?
Well, I feel like you said it all. Like I totally I'm okay with what Oki said. I feel the same.
Good.
Okay, let's get the show on the road then. DiFFtY, can you do the countdown?
Yep. So if everybody's ready, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go.
And we are off. The time is counting down. And Hoffman is doing the music for this session.
Massive DJ Hoffman on the
Massive
decks.
DJ Hoffman. He is actually massive. He's like 19 foot high. He lives in a castle in the UK.
For your height, he's massive. For me, it's just same level. I think it's even smaller than me. So, Hoffman, you're not that massive, okay? Okay? I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. I love you, man. I'll come and say in the chat, Hoffman is gigantic.
Gigantic. He's a giant. So we're off in this battle. 24 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. It's starting with the setting up. Flopine, please talk us through things you see that might be interesting for us.
Yeah. Anticore is writing a camera with a target to be able to change the point of view, which is a bit long to type, but can be great if you want a more complex composition, for example. And blackle is writing a sphere.
The ray march?
Yeah, setting the ray marcher, writing a sphere, I guess, to test the ray marcher. It's one of the best shapes to test it. because it's quick to type and it renders. It renders. So that's awesome to test your remarching. Definitely.
That's usually the
100%.
fastest function that you can do.
Yeah.
There you go. Sphere on screen, as demanded.
That's
always the
super
first
quick.
step. Yeah, that's very quick because we're minutes in, like literally a minute and a half. So that is absolutely. She has a plan, I think, and that's the advantage blackle has that she's in Canada, so it's earlier there. So she's probably a bit more awake. Where anticore is probably already
Wouldn't
drunk.
that be the other way around? Like she would be less awake?
I don't know. Either way. We'll see.
Depends how much they had to drink last night, I hope. I hope both of them stayed movement on the sphere.
Yeah, I think blackle has a plan.
It's kind of fun to do the arc sinus and then sign, like a sign of sign.
Again with the movement, like yesterday blackle did the moving robot arm, and again this is going to be something somewhat animated, maybe?
Curious. Now there's a tangent involved. I only use arc tangent for tunnel effect. I don't know what this Flopine. You have any idea what she's cooking?
My mathematical skills are not developed enough in, I guess, to straightforward say what tangent of arc sinus of sinus can do. So
it's bouncing on the walls, obviously.
Yeah.
Bouncing off the walls.
I guess
so that's how you do it.
I guess the arc sign of sign is just something that to weight your movement, and then the tangent goes those peaks, those spikes into the movement. So it's kind of a bouncy.
Yeah, there's some effect to it now. Yeah. And anticore with a cube. And again, I'll say for this whole shader showdown at Revision this year, we've seen quite experimental shaders. We've seen pretty out-of-the-box things, so I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen here. I have the feeling these two coders will also not go the standard ray marching fractal effect route, but we'll get to see some interesting stuff.
I think so too.
Flopine, do you want to talk us a little bit about your experience yesterday? I know it was a bit nerve-wracking. Talk us through what was in your head while you were doing it.
Yeah, it was stressful because everyone in this competition, it's been like 1 or 2 years, I think everyone has a chance to win and everyone works hard for it. So
totally.
It's always stressful.
It's very close margin between you and Writer. Personally, I like Writer best, but I can understand why some people would prefer to see more 3D stuff instead of the conceptual 2D stuff.
It's hard to win with 2D, I would say, in the Revision Shader Showdown, but it's always nice to see people trying.
Yeah. And people on the chat, your vote matters. So make sure you are logged in, you have your tickets, you have the Party Meister open, and vote for your favorite. Right now you can vote white landscape versus a bouncing ball. Oh, now it turned into some sort of cylinder?
Cylinder, I would say, maybe something. Oh no, I like how blackle computes the normals with matrix, the 3D matrix. It's interesting.
I would have to agree, because I haven't thought how to calculate a normal any other way anyway. So
usually that's basically the same thing as she is doing, but usually you just write a small value to shift your position into the SDF in each axis to take a gradient in your position on the SDF.
Yeah, that's where I stop coding shaders. When we start getting to how to calculate normals, I'm like, oh shit, I should have paid attention to the mathematics that I had in university.
Mathematics, it's important.
It's all a blur to me now.
This is a very fun way to learn mathematics.
Yeah. I think processing should be learned in school quite early. I think it will passionate
Yeah.
more young people.
Yeah. But
It'll make math more fun,
I used to give
absolutely.
some small workshops like of processing for people who are still in the secondary class before they enter university, and it makes a world of difference to them. They are already they understand that they have the power to control what your computer can do. It opens their minds to the possibilities of what they can do, and a lot of young people who didn't feel like they were in control of the computer certainly realize that they have the ability. They just need to understand how things work, and then they can command the computer to bite your will instead of just play video games and search for pornography on the internet and cats.
That's some power.
Yeah.
So 18 minutes. I'm looking. I see blackle is kind of messing with the ball, and I think is it anticore doing quite a similar thing with the floor and the colors? Well, similar.
Exactly the same. This
Not
one
the
is
same.
cubes instead of particles. I think was that he used last time. Oh, now we have some plasma floor.
Yeah.
But he has a good floor again, like he did last.
Oh, Blackle's doing Pac-Man.
Ah.
Oh,
Waka, waka,
That makes
waka.
sense.
so cute. Again.
You know that joke about the pie chart and Pac-Man? This is the part of the pie chart that is not Pac-Man. And this
Oh
is
yeah,
the
the part that is Pac-Man. Yeah, it's Pac-Man. It's not Pac-Man.
quick pie charts for people to understand.
For beginners, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to see where this is going. Blackle was kind of nervous, but I think she has an idea. And the anticore is giving us all the colors again, which is lovely. And Hoffman is bringing us the beats, of course. So. A good afternoon spent, I say.
Yeah.
So, Flopine, are you worried for your match coming up against
Yeah, I was
Evil?
going to ask that. How do you feel about your match up against Evil? You played against him a few times. And he's on his prime. He did awesome Shadow. I think one of my favorites from yesterday.
Yeah, he did absolutely.
How are you feeling about that? No pressure.
Man, knocked it out of the park.
Why do you always have to ask me that question?
You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer.
I think Evil were, as everyone in this competition this year, he works hard, so he mastered his style. Because he has definitely a style, and he's doing fractals since I know him, so it's his stuff, and he's good at it. Obviously, because he's putting a lot of work and effort into it. So yeah,
And all the variants that he does really bring some character to his style.
Yeah,
He used to
evolved.
get a lot of criticism, like when he was doing. I remember Truck specifically complaining at the Shader Royale, like, "Oh, Evil is just doing evil things." I mean, come on, it's his style. He's supposed to be
exactly.
doing his thing. He tries to do, a little spin every different time, and that's what you're supposed to do. Find your own artistic vein.
But there's people
As an artist, it can be hard, yeah, because people often, I feel like people expecting you to renew yourself, but it can be frustrating when you achieve an eye aesthetic you really like. You like to produce things with that eye aesthetic, and you want to push it forward, and people complaining that you're pushing forward what you like to do.
Well, that's why I feel bad that I kind of
Just
complained.
repeating yourself. Yeah.
I complained against this Evil, saying like, "Oh, I expect more from him," and it's true. It's fair to say like, do what you like to do. That's absolutely what this competition is for. So, and I want to say we have. Sorry, go on.
No, I wanted to say that right now I really liked both shaders. Again, I think it will be an awesome match.
Yeah, I wanted to say we got Waka Waka on Black Hole Stream. She was messing with the mouth shape, and now it's Waka Waka Waka, so that's cool. And then Anticore has a very awesome and fun dance floor. If they only could combine the two, that would be so fun.
I'm expecting both of them would fine-tune the colors a little bit. Both of them, I don't want to say Dutch, but kind of have to.
There is still 14 minutes. So.
Yeah, we're not even at the halfway point. We got a kind of a grip. Oh, there's Pac-Man is turning yellow, I think, slowly.
Orangish.
I'm sorry to say that, but it looks a bit like a cheese from the color. I think it just...
You are allowed to say it, Flopine.
Maybe Blackle had like flashbacks of all the commentary where I was not allowed to say cheese, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna make sure that PS is allowed to say cheese while Flopine is on the commentating chair next to him, just to make her suffer a little bit more. But no, it's definitely a Pac-Man.
Yeah.
It's all I can know. It's all I can see now is a wheel of cheese going waka waka waka.
Sorry.
The wheel of cheese is eating the cat instead of the other way around.
Anticore is doing movement, a little bit bouncing.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this a lot, and we're not even at the halfway point. There is still so much that can happen.
Yeah, 13 minutes left.
And again,
Flopine, what would you add at this point? If you were in their chair, you had this thing, what would you add it, to make it spark?
On anticore side, I guess I will add shape in the center that morph into another one, maybe something like that, but I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe,
And on blackle side?
a background and some dots and
level,
ghosts, because like that's a Pac-Man theme thingy, but it also can be funny to twist the Pac-Man into something else. I don't know.
it's hard. The time is of the essence here. Making the whole level and dots might also be a lot of work. And I will say to voice again what Flopine already said. Like, I think all the shader coders we have on are very closely matched, and anyone could take it at this point, and that's awesome. It's super tight.
Your voting matters. Make sure to vote.
Absolutely.
Follow your heart. Follow your knowledge. Follow what you love seeing, and go vote. Because we're too busy commentating to vote ourselves. So you need to vote for us as well. Well, vote for yourself first, obviously. But yeah.
Vote for yourself if you're coding.
I mean, vote for the person for the shader that you prefer the best. Anyways, 11 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock, approximately. Still a lot of things that both these contestants can do to make their way into the final. A little bit of some dead time here. I wonder if they're like planning what they're gonna do next, or what's up.
I have the feeling blackle. Yeah, but Flopine, what do you think? You know more about
blackle made a function called corner, and that looks like a bit like a box, but 2D box. So I guess maybe she will draw a background with corners, maybe place there and there where the Pac-Man is bouncing. Maybe something like that. I don't know.
Could be interesting. Meanwhile, Anticore has this thing on the middle, so he's following your advice loosely, Flopine.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what he had planned all along.
Maybe he's using the thing to hide something else.
Yeah, it will be like a big reveal on the last minute. He will put those two boxes aside, and there's like a bunny or something because it's Easter.
A Pac-Man.
Wait.
Pac-Man. So I did a Pac-Man as well, Blackle. Yes, DiFFtY?
Yes, there's a text revision coming. And we're almost at 10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh!
Blackle is using the...
Yeah,
oh.
This is awesome.
Yeah, the previous frame feature.
So is this still a Pac-Man, or is this a Snake game now?
This is the music video from Poing from Rotterdam Termination Source from 1990. Poing. And you have to say that name with a Dutch accent. Rotterdam Termination Source.
And now that's funny because you can exactly see what the tan of arcsign of blah 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 is doing in terms of representation of the function.
Yeah.
I love your mathematical explanation there. The tan and arcsign of blah blah blah.
Yeah. I did.
Technical term.
Oh, the revision texture.
So Anticore surrendered to using the revision texture because he didn't use it on the quarterfinals, but now it's like, okay, I'm selling out. I'm getting those extra votes, doing the design marketing, splashing it all over my shader.
I focus tested it and I needed a revision logo.
I saw that everyone who used the revision logo went on to the next round, except for those who didn't. So therefore, I shall use it as well.
I'm enjoying this feedback, Pac-Man.
Yeah. I also enjoy the colors on Anticore size.
Yeah, no, it's strong effects and 10 minutes and 9 minutes. So we're under the 10-minute mark, so it's getting tightish. We're getting to that end.
Yeah. Time to start thinking of your final form. Being over 9,000.
Yeah, I wonder what they can do. Do you see anything show up in the code, Flopine? That's kind of...
I think, so let's see for anticore, for example. So anticore is planning more rainbow, I would say.
Very good.
Because the tile thingy here. And I like blackle drawing the.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, oh no way! She made. Wow. Okay.
It's like the diffusion effect.
That's reaction diffusion, and the Pac-Man is writing into the field. That's
nice.
That's crazy! Wow!
That is bizarrely, yeah. Well done there, absolutely.
Kids, if you're watching at home, don't eat reaction diffusion things from your table. Don't be Pac-Man.
Whoa!
Yeah, this is next level.
That's technically that's never been done.
No, this is for that time amount.
And it's using the new feature that you have access to the previous frame. So
that's
like 2 months old or something.
All out. And last night she was like, I don't know what to do. And here we go.
This is what she dreamed of during the night. She dreamed of a Pac-Man on a reaction diffusion field.
Pac-Man
around.
Waka waka waka.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, this is fantastic work. And Anticore is he's stepping up. He's doing all kinds of things with that box now. Let's see where he goes. But yeah, this is an interesting round for the last minutes.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 50 seconds.
And 45 seconds, yes.
Yeah, this is...
I think I'm struggling a little bit with some errors trying to get that box doing, I guess, reflections or something like that. That's usually his trademark. But let's see what he pulls off.
Getting errors is a nightmare.
Yes, 6 minutes left to make it work. No pressure.
No pressure. There's no time for debugging.
Debugging under pressure can be really tiring.
Yes.
Yeah. With 2,000 people looking over your shoulder.
Well, right now it's online, so
at least you're home.
At least you're home.
At least some breakdown at home, like maybe crying a little or.
Imagine them both yelling behind their computer, like coding. Oh, we have some. Is that also some of those back buffer glow for the revision logo on Anticore's effect?
I don't think he uses the back buffer. I think it's just repeating the layer in slightly bigger things.
Right.
I could be wrong though.
There is a bit of transparency. That's really a cool effect.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks really cool on that floor. Like this is absolutely again two fantastic effects. What a round.
I'm missing like the connection of the colors. That's one of the biggest critiques that I have of Anticore right now is that he seems to still use all the colors of the rainbow and not really narrow it down.
It's moving.
Movement now.
It's moving though.
But you know, some people like that. Some people like all the colors of the rainbow, and that's fine.
Some people do.
You don't have to be a depressive god like I am. You can enjoy the colors.
It tries to use
God.
It tries to use the DiFFtY. That's
right.
That's a nice addition, but that can be online. That can be that's super risky in my opinion because you don't know how strong the sound is on the computer of yours.
No. My computer is rendering super strong basses. Celebrating.
4 minutes and a half left, by the way.
Knowing you, DiFFtY, I was more worried that Anticore thinks that my effect is not strong enough because I have weak basses and you have strong one.
Let's be gentle on the DiFFtY because I'm shy. No, my basses are super strong.
But yeah, he's moving. The revision logo is being moved. It's two very fun effects. And blackle is going crazy. It's I think it's growing now as well.
And that's 4 minutes remaining. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 minutes. Damn. It's
she's writing a function for a 2D line, so maybe she will draw a bit more on the field, on the reaction diffusion field. Oh no, she's doing zombie ghost.
They actually had names. Did you know that the ghosts in Pac-Man had names? There's like Blinky and Pinky and something
Blinky,
like
Pinky,
that.
and Herbert or something like it's Blinky, Pinky, and Stu.
I didn't know that.
Blinky, Pinky. That was just stinky, but
That's not it.
Oh no.
You lose 10 scene points.
But I love that if Flopine said zombie ghost like it's a thing, and then it is a thing. So, and I don't want to be biased, but I'm absolutely enjoying Blackle's Effect a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I like Anticore now put color in the revision.
Oh.
Maybe
Giving us a party.
Yeah.
I think maybe what Blackle is doing is like this is the brain of the zombie ghost, and Pac-Man is eating inside the brain.
He's adding its brain, and it's really gross. But she's adding something which is risky for 3 minutes on the clock. I mean,
Yeah.
what a tense round this is going to be, and indeed, I think Anticore is really grabbing himself to like make his effect stand with the movement and the colors in the logo, and giving us a very colorful revision right now.
I
Yeah,
really
the movement on
love
the colors really work.
Yeah,
Yeah, it adds a lot.
very
That's a
strong.
good
Go vote, people. Who is going to go to the finale later today?
Oh gosh, you're right. I need to log in.
Yeah, you need to go prepare.
What? Whoop.
We have a ghost, but it's just
We have a ghost.
upside down.
An upside down ghost. Oh my god. Blackle is going all out.
Oh, that's why it's a zombie, because he's dead, so it's upside down.
Upside down.
Ah, that makes now she flipped it.
And it's moving. The ghost is moving as well. My god.
Blackle, we have 2 minutes to put some eyes on that ghost. Just saying.
No pressure. Yeah, she's not making it easy. She's not making it easy for herself.
I love that it's moving though. That's a nice little touch.
Yeah, no, it's moving. This is absolutely a risky gamble. Last 2 minutes. Hoffman still.
What do you people on the chat think? What do you think
Yes.
about this madness?
And
That was
there's
your
1 minute and
favorite.
30 seconds remaining.
Yes, oh my god, here we go. Last minute and a half, and oh, we have some more movement for Anticore. Like they're both still messing with it, and the ghost is moving. Jeebus. I've never seen this much excitement.
1 minute left to fine tune your shader. This is do or die right now.
I cannot call this. This is absolutely a fantastic match.
Both of them are still evolving every
Yeah,
time.
absolutely
So,
evolving.
down
And,
to the last second.
And 1
and
minute
it's like,
remaining.
will Blackle be able to add eyes to the ghost? But the ghost is also moving around. Like, this is a fantastic effect. And Anticore is just really bringing that camera movement
She's
out.
riding eyes. She's riding eyes. Will they be in the correct position though?
She has literally like 50 seconds left. This is absolutely
Pressure.
breathtaking. What a match. Give it up for Blackle, give it up for Anticore at home. Yell really loud, because this is absolutely a fantastic semi-final. And it all depends on your vote. Who is going to the final at 5 o'clock today? Like, do go vote.
If it compiles. It needs to compile.
20 seconds. Actually,
Yes,
10 seconds.
10 seconds, oh my god.
DiFFtY, please count down.
Yep,
I've
10
never seen it
seconds.
so tight.
Will we have the eyes?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Two,
and 1.
And it's
It's
over.
over.
Give it up.
Then.
Give it up for both these shader coders, Anticore and Blackle, down to the last second, still adding stuff, but you had to let go of the keyboard. Now your job here is done. Now it's left to the voters. Please go vote, pick your votes.
What a round, what a round. Absolutely.
Flopine, any last comments on these two shaders before you head out?
Both are amazing. I would say that Anticore is, in terms of composition, etc., is, in my opinion, I like it a bit more. But technically, the one from Blackle is just outstanding.
Yeah, it's just mental. Blackle is mental.
That's a hard decision to make.
Yeah.
Definitely. Flopine, we're gonna let you go because you have to prepare and stuff like that. Oki, any last words before we
I'm
switch back?
just super psyched to see who is going to win this. I'm super psyched for the next round. So let's go back and see who has won this insane first semi-final.
Okay, let's head back to the mothership then. DiFFtY, whenever you're ready.
Yep. Let's go.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Good luck.
Thanks.
So, back at the mothership.
Yes. That was pretty cool.
Yep, absolutely, and really up to the last second.
Yeah. I was hoping for eyes. I was really hoping for some eyes.
Everyone was rooting for the.
I think there was like
eyes,
30 seconds,
eyes.
30 seconds missing for some eyes there. Yeah.
Well, I'm also if I'd been blackle, I would also have said, okay, maybe this works, maybe this doesn't. I'm not gonna hit compile now because what's on the screen now currently works.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't look broken. I'm not gonna change it.
Yeah, anticore shader I loved as well. That was very disco feeling. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love the Revision logo with the colors and everything. Yeah,
nice glow effect.
Yeah. So voting is still open. Let's see. I think. What do you think? 30 seconds or something?
Yeah, let's give it 30 seconds.
Yeah. So, Chad, what did you think? Who took this home? I'm very excited to find out because right now I don't know. Voting is still open. Okay, somebody says blackle and anticore. So I guess it's going to be a tough one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really. I'm monitoring Discord too, and they're also.
We have too many screens here. Everything monitoring is difficult. Thanks again for the awesome moderators, and Flopine moderating basically her opponent's match, then switching back to her shader outfit, basically.
Like
and getting ready for the next battle. That's pretty cool.
Well, blackle is just kind of changing out of her superhero coder costume back into the commentator
back to
costume.
Moderator mode. Okay, I'm closing the votes now. Let's see. Votes are closed. Let's reload the magic page. Who wants to do the honors? Dodo, do you want to do this?
I will do the honors this time.
You will do the honors. So here we go.
And so the first Shader Showdown semifinal round of Revision 2021
correct
apparently goes to blackle of Canada.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats, blackle and anticore. Second, obviously, because we already have two contestants, but still super effort. I loved it.
Yes, very
so we
nice
have our
work.
first finalist. This is blackle.
Yeah.
So I think it's this blackle first appearance in the Revision Shader Showdown, from as far as I know.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure she must have been very
totally
active
sure,
in the Shader Royale.
Yeah, and she will have to battle against the last semifinal from last year, evvvvil or Flopine. So it could be a kind of a French-speaking. It will be a French-speaking match because I just assume that blackle, being from Canada, also knows how to speak French.
No, not all Canada is Quebec.
But it's just I'm assuming, but probably I'm wrong because I'm always wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she will. She will take the opportunity to tell you you're wrong in just a few minutes.
That's totally fine with me. Next round is next round is will be coming up soon, and we will have as you already said, evvvvil versus Flopine, our basically semifinal that we also had last year.
Yeah, that too is going to be a battle
for the ages.
I was going to try to come to me with something,
but
that is exactly
ages.
what I had in mind. Yes.
So a repeat of last year's semifinal. So and Flopine took this home last time. I don't know how close it was, but I'm pretty sure it was quite close. Yeah. So anyway, we are told to hand over back to Paris for evvvvil versus Flopine. Enjoy.
And we're back for the second part of our semifinals. So congratulations to both of the runners, to anticore and blackle, and bigger congratulations to blackle for the win. And so we're back with our commentators Pearson of Oki and blackle, and we will have some sound from Ronnie for this round.
Ronnie, big up.
Ronnie Priest. Blackle, how do you feel about that win?
That was, I wasn't expecting to win, so now I'm worried about what to do next time, but we'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Yeah, you have like 3 hours to cook something up.
Pressure.
A massive round, though. Aki, anything you would like to say before we get the counter rolling?
Just congratulations to blackle. Good luck in the finale, and let's see who is going to win the second round. evvvvil versus Flopine. So also going to be a battle of the ages.
Yeah,
so we're
I'm
in
very
for a treat.
excited.
Battle of the French, at least.
Battle of the French. And I just heard, Blackle, did you speak French?
DiFFtY announced to the whole world that you're French speaking, so I guess it's true. We were actually looking up a weird German dialect to accuse DiFFtY of speaking, but I couldn't find it in time. They switched the transmission to us too fast. Sorry, DiFFtY. I'll get you next time. Anyways, we probably should get this starting so we can talk a little bit while they're coding. So, DiFFtY, whenever you're ready.
Yep. So, I'm adjusting the levels from Ronnie, and I'm resetting the countdown. Oh, I lost the window for the countdown. Okay.
Windows disappear.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll.
Okay.
Booyah. And we're off. Both
already moving stuff, and Flopine also moving stuff. We have a black screen. So both of them are off. Let's see what they start doing. I'm assuming they're going to do a ray marching loop. Let's see. Start with Flopine is correcting the UV thing. I guess to be centered in the middle of the screen instead of the corner or something like that. So, blackle, tell us a little bit about your previous round. How stressful was it? Did you get to see Anticore's shader at all? Or when did you come up with the Pac-Man idea? Tell us all about it.
I couldn't see anything other than my Bonzomatic because I didn't want to bog down my computer too much. But I'll definitely watch it back. Or unless someone wants to send me Anticore's shader file, and then I'll probably open it up. But I didn't have much time last night because I had to go to sleep to get up early because I'm in Eastern time. And I just sort of crammed. I watched like some YouTube video about reaction diffusion, and
I was thinking you saw a video about Pac-Man. When did you come up with the idea for the Pac-Man?
It's a bit of a repeat because my first shader showdown was Demo Splash in Pittsburgh, and I did a Pac-Man themed thing back then. So it was sort of like pulling from what I already had done, I guess, and going back. But
with diffusion now.
And I was very happy.
Had you ever done action diffusion stuff before, or?
No.
Okay.
Awesome for the first
time. How stressful was that to try to test that out?
It was very stressful. I stood in my bedroom and I sort of sung to myself what the formulas were so I could remember it. Oh wow, we got a sphere already on Flopine's side.
We have a sphere.
We're both already in it, like immediately as you started coding. This is going to be rough. Both had great effects yesterday. I mean, this is going to be a good battle.
I'm very excited to see what evvvvil comes up with, because evvvvil, we saw that giant pyramid and the entire like castle around it and mountains and just a full city. And with Flopine, we had more of a story-driven idea of like I guess a glowing cube going off on a quest, I would say.
We put it all away. Going to the bathroom at revision.
Going to the bathroom. It's a very long tunnel.
Yeah.
So it takes a while. It felt a bit like Flopine was redoing the Cube demo that she made a couple years ago, but inside a tunnel corridor instead of the open air like in the demo. But it was a good idea. I think it worked pretty well. I was a sucker for a writer's effect though on that particular challenge. I really liked the static on his. But,
very different from what we normally see on these shaders.
That's something I wanted to ask you about, like the diversity of the different shaders. Do you prefer the 3D stuff? Do you think that usually gets the votes, or do you like the different experiments more?
I absolutely love to see variance or variety. I think like with 3D, it's actually you can fall into this trap where like it doesn't like it's 3D, but there's no like you don't really take use of it. Like there's not a lot of camera movement. There's no like the models aren't really like moving. And with 2D, you sort of have a lot of control over like you have less things to have to deal with, so you can control more things like animation and like placing things better and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like even in the shader I just did, the Pac-Man is 3D, but like the only thing you get from that is the shading. So it's 3D, but like, is it really 3D? So yeah, it's definitely like a deal where how would you say like with 2D things, like you could really there's like with art you can do like so many things.
More control.
Yeah, more control.
In the time constraint as well, you have everything is a trade-off that you decide to do. So it gives us a bit more versatility, I guess, as well.
Yeah. Also, it's just generally easier to think in 2D. Like it's 3D is like kind of a brain fuck to swear on stream, but it's hard on the mind. But 2D is very pleasant to work in.
It's more intuitive in a way because you can see immediately on the screen what you're working on. Can you tell us a little bit about that mathematical function that you were using to make the Pac-Man jump around? The sine with a sine with a tangent. We were trying to decrypt it a little bit on stream, so it would be cool if you had like an insight from you on that.
It's probably the most inefficient way to make a triangle wave. So basically, it's like a wave where it goes up and then it hits its maximum and then it reverses direction and goes back down. So you can make that using by passing a sine or sine into a sine. It's very slow because a sine I think is one of the slowest operations on the graphics card, but it's very easy to remember. So it's perfect for Shader Showdown.
Okay, until your computer starts melting from too much processing power. Yeah, it's okay. DiFFTY's card can handle it. That's fine.
Yeah, I have some switching yesterday evening at some moments.
19 minutes left, still on the clock. We still only see 2 spheres on screen. Evil is slightly more stylish with that background. But
I think we're seeing a visualization of the distance field on Flopine's side, where we're basically seeing. Actually, it could be a fog effect now that I look at it. But basically, as our ray passes our object, we can track what the closest distance it got was, and then I could tell that ray, like even if it didn't hit the object, we can be like, oh, we actually got like such and such close. And we can sort of get a fog effect from that, or a glow effect from the
Yeah, glow, I was going to say. I've seen Flopine use it as a glow a few times. So looking forward to see what she's going to come up with. But so far, we don't really have a sense of, some lighting changes on Evil. That looks a lot smoother now.
Really, I always love I always love Evil's lighting and Evil's material models. Like you can see that like it's not so in computer graphics. There's the Fong shading model, which is sort of the very basic model, which has been around since the 70s, and you can see that although visually it looks similar to Fong, Evil's materials are a little bit more refined. Like there's like some backscatter behind the sphere. There's like a very sharp highlight spot, which is very nice. So
like small details, but really brings realism to the thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's something that he's been working on for the last couple of years. And I remember his streams from the beginning, and they were a lot more flat shaded and based on glows and metallic reflections. And so he's been fine-tuning those things. Meanwhile, Flopine has the Revision logo going.
Yeah, seeing the Revision logo on Flopine's side, which is great. We see it repeated, but also I think maybe she was just centering it. But we'll see where this goes.
And a very distinguished sphere on the screen.
Yeah, very nice looking.
Sphering sphere that is sphering my
very spurious.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm losing my mind because I'm seeing the Revision logo is in 3D.
Yes,
so
it is.
We are given a 2-dimensional Revision logo, and normally when you do 3D, you want to assign distance functions, so you want to know how far away you are from the surface.
Technically speaking, I think Writer provided the SDF of that. I don't
think we weren't given it. We were just given
the flat image. I think she's recalculating. I'm scrolling past her code here, and she's basing it. She's doing the calculations based on the texture, not using the SDF. So,
right.
So yeah, we have a tunnel. We have a tunnel of Revision logos.
Oh my gosh!
Maybe we're gonna fly through it. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, that would be very exciting.
Are you gonna hit the parts though? Are you gonna be able to go through the slits in the?
No, it's gonna be like a game, but you have to avoid the.
Whatever happens,
interactivity.
we're all on board for the ride. So if we hit the wall, it's all of us gone.
Maybe you can set up a bot for the chat, so the chat can control if the camera goes left or right. Should be doable, right?
Here we go.
We're getting flying now. Nice.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Really stylish as well.
Clock, so we're not even at the halfway point. So it's all to play for still. There we go. We're flying through it.
This is amazing.
This is absolutely fantastic work on Flopine screen, flying through the revision logo.
Yeah, maybe we'll see some rotation of the logo as well, which is I'm very excited for.
Yeah, you'd think something like that would happen, right? Something you would hope for. Knowing Flopine, she's going all out.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, evvvvil just doubled his chances of winning. Instead of 1, now he has 2.
Wow.
It's still very, well, we know this from evvvvil, right? He spends 10 minutes setting up, but it's still very modest on evvvvil's screen.
No, he's gonna turn it into a very complex shape in a jiffy. He's just gonna put some fractals, rotate this a couple times, boom, whole world appears.
Then we zoom into the sphere, and it's a planet full of life.
We have 14 minutes and a half left, so still plenty of time left to code.
Absolutely. So much can change too. Like some of these shader showdowns, their rounds are 15 minutes in the quarterfinals. So that's 10 minutes less than the standard 25 minutes. So even when there's 15 minutes left, you can think, well, I could, if I did a quarterfinal that was 15 minutes, like in that amount of time, you sort of, it helps you gauge how much you can do in that time.
Yeah,
We've just crashed into the revision logo.
Yeah, it's moving.
That was what I was fearing, but I think she has like a little bit of space where nothing will ever touch it, and she probably
except for the one little spip. There's one spip that we crash into. Oh, there it moves, it rotates.
This is so good.
Flopine, God
rotating
damn.
revision logos. I love to see it.
This reminds me of lockpicking by some reason. Like I imagine all those things to be like.
It does. It feels like we're hacking the mainframe.
It is, but it's so, and again, like absolutely two pros coding on the screen because it looks so professional.
Flopine, blackle, a question for you.
Come on, PS!
You don't have to me a question at this moment.
Yeah, no. Oh, look at evvvvil.
Oh wow.
Oh wow,
Sierpinski style sphere duplication. That's very cool. So Sierpinski is a type of fractal.
And the sphere is moving? I saw it
moving.
moving.
Yeah, I think it was
jiggling
moving.
a little bit. Did I hallucinate?
No, I saw that as well. Although I did feel even edible.
So the question that I had for blackle was, who would you prefer to have in the final against you? Flopine or evvvvil? Do you have a favorite?
I'm trying to remember who I've gone up against before, because I've gone up against evvvvil and I was destroyed. So
do you want a rematch, or do you just want to win?
I'm absolutely fine with being destroyed a second time, but it'd be fun to have a. I don't know if I've gone up against Flopine before. I think that'd be very, very fun.
That'd be fun, yeah. Either way, it'll be a fantastic final.
Either way, I'm excited.
It's going to be fantastic.
So changes meanwhile. Yeah, you have a little pipe holding the revision logo in place, slightly off center, but she'll eventually fix it. And meanwhile, evvvvil is just completely fractalizing the screen.
Evvvvil is going all out.
I do not know what's happening on evvvvil's screen, and I love it.
Is he doing Boolean subtractions, or what the hell is he doing?
It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, I almost think that it's like a cross section or something.
A cross section. It looks fantastic, though. It's like absolutely something completely new. And not, like it's also something extremely evil. Extremely evil.
Absolutely.
Wow, look at the bottom there, like the cylinders that stack on each other makes like this weird form.
It's also, we've got the isometric view that Flopine has played with. Where,
is he messing with Flopine by doing an isometric shader? Oh my god, what a move, what a power move.
That would be a power move.
This reminds me of the executable graphics as well, due to the refined detail of it all. And we still have 11 minutes left. Blackle, do you want to talk to us a little bit about executable graphics? Did you do anything for
Yes, I did. No spoilers. But basically, executable graphics is like, what if we pack one of these shader showdown entries into a into a program which just boots up, renders something off screen, and shows it to you. So it's like, if you could imagine bundling a program like Blender where you can render like anything, any still image. What if you could bundle that all into a program that's only 4 kilobytes big?
Do it with code.
Do it with code.
Should be a really good compo. Like last year was so great, and a lot of the people who participated last year, they were saying that they were going to do something for this year as well. So I'm really looking forward to that compo.
Because it's a still image, you can use your code to actually light and portray your image, and it's such awesome.
Yeah, you can do some really like what's the word? Like you could do some things you can't do in real time, like path tracing. You can do like global illumination, bounces, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, awesome.
So I'm very excited to see what happens. We had so many entries last year.
They were awesome. There's such good stuff in there. So yeah, we have
some pipes on the side, which looks pretty cool. It gives a more industrial vibe to it.
Yeah, we're in the subway.
Yeah, we're in the revision subway. This is the new toilet tunnel.
This is the new toilet tunnel. You have to jump down it and not hit the spokes.
Oh my god!
And only then can you use the bathroom.
Giant massacre at Revision 2022.
Yeah.
It's like a giant ventilator system to ventilate the hall. With the Revision logo rotating in it.
Exactly.
Instead of fans.
Because that's very optimal.
And it's going to be really hard to vote though.
Yeah, it's absolutely. They're both looking fantastic. And that, indeed, evil screen is just, as we talk about 4K graphics, absolutely looking at one. And the background color is just so nice.
And it's not even moving yet. I assume he's going to make it move.
Maybe he isn't. How absolutely daring would that be? That he's just portraying a really cool image. I think he would actually get away with it at this point.
That would be... I don't think I've seen someone have a still image for Shader Showdown, but...
Yeah, exactly.
If it's gonna happen at any event, I think Revision would be the one.
Yeah, we've seen everything happen. This whole Shader Showdown has been fantastically out of the box, so
yes.
I'm super excited.
Very different from what we normally see in these competitions, I think.
So awesome to see it grow, and everybody is always bringing their A game. It's absolutely fantastic to look at. And
so blackle, if you were here at this point, what would you add on Flopine side, and what would you add on Evil side?
What I would love to see on Flopine's side is the individual components of the Revision logo rotating differently. I'm not sure if that's like feasible within
that as well,
the technical framework that Flopine has. Like, I did it in my shader, but it was just a still image. Like I wasn't tracing through it. It was just a texture. But when you're tracing through it, I mentioned this in previous rounds, but whenever you're tracing through a 3D scene, certain mathematical constraints have to be satisfied. Otherwise, you get like visual glitches. So it could be that if you rotate each one individually, it might break those constraints and everything sort of messes up.
Which would look great.
Yeah, it would look interesting.
But
what we want here is artistic control. The only thing bad about glitches is that they take artistic control away.
What about Evil's Fractal City? What would you change in Evil's Fractal City to make it
I want to see
more?
movement. I want to see movement so bad. I want to see this thing. I want to see either the camera moving, flying through, or I want to see it just warping and moving and rebuilding itself. I think I'd love to see that.
Small objects flying through it.
Yeah, that'd
even
be great.
that, like, but I would also actually be happy if it stayed still, because that would be such a ballsy move. I would appreciate that really. Yeah, it's a fantastic round again. It's like 9 minutes on the clock, 8 minutes. We're actually getting near
7 minutes left.
7 minutes and a half.
7 minutes and a half. You heard
7
it.
7 minutes and a half, and no movement in Evil Shader yet.
It's looking extremely intricate.
These semifinals, man, it's absolutely terrifying. And exhilarating. I'm really, because we have seen detailing, I think, in Evil Shader. That's what I've seen.
Someone made the joke that Evil Shader, the encoder really likes Evil Shader because it's completely still.
So static.
That's also actually a really good idea. Have a still image.
That's a way to get extra points. Make sure that the encoder won't butcher it.
We have a cube and it's gone. Flopine had a cube in the middle, a rotating cube, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
Sneakily showing up.
Maybe that's the cube from last round. It's come back to finish its quest.
Yeah, it's finished its quest to fly. There it is. And again, like last round.
It's tumbling all over the place. That's great.
Just do collision detection now, and then the physics inside the shader.
Yeah. Do some.
Only 5 minutes left. Time enough.
I'm sure you could do it with the previous frame texture. I don't know if you'd be able to improvise it.
Yeah. Well, 6 minutes left to do it. We probably should repeat what the hell we're actually doing here in case there are new people around. So, blackle, do you want to explain once more what it is exactly that a shader coding entails?
Absolutely. I always love to explain shaders to people. So basically what's happening on screen right now is we have two programmers, one on the left and one on the right, and they have 25 minutes to program from scratch visual. And they're programming this in a language called GLSL, which compiles and runs directly on the graphics card. So for each pixel, this program that they're running gets invoked, and they essentially just get the X and Y coordinates of the pixel. And they have to decide in the code for that X and Y position, what color does it need to be? They get some other inputs, like they get the current time, they get some textures that they can sample, they get the previous frame, they can sample that as a texture. And also the FFT, which is the spectrum of the audio that's playing. So that allows them to do audio reactive shaders if they want to. So as the music that who's DJing this round?
Ronnie is on the decks.
Yeah, Ronnie's great music could influence these shaders if the coder is so pleased. So how much time do we have left, by the way?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
O'clock.
And I loved your explanation of like for every X and Y, for every pixel, it gets to determine what the color is. And you look at these two effects, you go like, how? What?
Right?
So that's how evvvvil made that blue. He just decided what pixel it should be.
Yes, exactly.
Blue.
It's like there's a sphere here. What color should it be? Oh, it's going to be blue. So that's
I'm really wondering if evvvvil is making a static image. It would be such a ballsy move.
It would be.
And Flopine with her, indeed, the cube is now falling down a revision tunnel, which looks absolutely fantastic. Like it's Flopine in pro form.
It looks very Flopine-ish as well, like the whole glow and the bright color sort of thing.
Both her shaders not super colorful. So that's her theme for this revision. Like,
yeah. Do you think that? I think that last time she did some previous frame stuff where we had this weird fog effect, or like smoke.
Whoa!
I like this. Keep it, Flopine. Keep it. Looks great.
Oh my god! 5 minutes on the clock, and this is again like it was the previous round. And I'm looking at you, blackle.
Oh, colors! Look, lights! Evil City has lights now.
Oh
my god!
Evil is going for a static image, I think, and it's looking absolutely gorgeous. This is again going to be tight to the last minute, like the previous round. Oh my god, my heart, my poor heart. This is again a semi-final. Yeah, no matter. Oh, and it moves! It moves! There we go, in the last 2 minutes.
Again, isometric, maybe, not technically.
Multiple camera points.
Yes, very good.
This is absolutely looking so baller, evvvvil.
3 minutes left to polish this up. Flopine, evvvvil, give it all you got. This is an amazing round.
Go hard for this round. Who is gonna take it up against blackle in the final? And blackle is not worried at all. No
Don't
pressure.
put words in my mouth.
No biggie.
No pressure. Blackle, tell us a little bit about what is the difference between coding the shader showdown and coding for like the shader jam that we've been seeing as well. Flopine just disappeared. It evaporated.
Oh my god, this is gonna be those tense last minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. So also good frame. Is it more stressful for the shader? Well, obviously it's more stressful, but which one do you enjoy more?
I think you should
the showdown or the shader jam? Yeah.
I like freestyle because you can sort of like experiment. Like with Shader Showdown, you can experiment with new things, but you really have to go as fast as you can. But with freestyle, you've got like an hour and a half, so you can just sort of like play around, do some stuff. It's also low pressure because there's no winner, right? It's just do whatever you want, and you might have some fun. Like you could watch what the other people's doing, maybe react to them, and put some stuff in your shader.
Excuse me to interrupt. There's 2 minutes left.
Ooh. I'm mesmerized by these two shaders.
I think this is the best round we had so far on this revision.
It's
I'm
absolutely
totally loving both effects.
I really love the glow and the interesting sort of chromatic aberration type effect that we're seeing on Flopine's side. I don't even know how you'd explain it, but it's... Okay,
Oh my god! And
What?
in the last minute.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh,
What is that?
Evil, what is happening? What is happening?
the hell?
The transformation. My god, Evil. In the last minute.
I'm speechless. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, this is absolutely a tour de force of both of these shader coders. People, you're witnessing history at this point. This is absolutely fantastic work.
I mean, he's been working with some morphing stuff for a while.
Behind the
What
scenes,
the hell? How does it look so good? Like,
oh my god.
Those golden like metal.
Yeah.
Like when it transforms, it's just like a perfect gold material.
This
And
is
gold is like a really
absolutely
hard color to pick too. Like it's like gold is one of the hardest colors to pick because it's like is it too yellow? Is it too green? Is it too orange? Like
mind blowing. The last
nailed it.
second.
It's great.
And I think Evil has a message for us.
Vote. Who is gonna go
I'm
to the
done,
final?
broskies. Thanks for watching. Vote for Evil. This is when I usually get up and do a silly dance. So imagine him dancing right now. Flopine, you have 20 seconds to
15 seconds left.
round up your thing. It's both of them looking awesome.
One round. But no pressure, blackle.
The broski has slashed it out of the park.
3,
Some distortion
2,
on Flopine.
and 1.
Oh my
And
god.
it's over.
Hexagons.
Let go of your keyboards. You're done coding.
Hexagons. Oh my god.
Last second edition also on Flopine and it looks amazing. Both of these shaders.
My god.
Definitely one of the best rounds we had so far. Thank you both, Flopine and Evil. This was totally amazing.
Iteration, but there was so much happening at the end.
Wow. People on the chat, I want to hear some noise in the chat.
Yeah,
Please
absolutely
shout out your favorites. This was completely insane. Wow.
Evil shaders, absolutely.
Some
What?
in the chat.
I assume I can't see it, but I assume Twitch is blowing up as well because this is absolutely what a round.
I'm watching.
I don't know if you have some time to ask Evil and Flopine some questions. Let's check with the production. But Evil and Flopine, if you want to unmute yourselves real quick and just say something about what you did, we would totally love to hear your comments.
I knew it!
Hi, Flopine.
I knew you will do isometric, Evil!
See, but your shader totally killed it as well, Flopine. But Evil's thing is like totally insane. This is crazy.
I did a Flopine shader though, bros. I got inspired by Flopine and all the isometric stuff.
Flopine Evil, what a show. Thank you so much. What an incredible tour de force.
Broski, what the hell was that transformation? How did you plan that?
Yeah,
it just looked completely like it.
I had this shader done with just the city, and I thought, yeah, it's cool, it's really cool, but I was like, something's missing. Something needs to change. And then I just came across the idea is reclaim office space. You know, fuck office spaces, right? Reclaim office spaces, let nature take over. Make this topical. It's all COVID, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really looks a lot more organic.
It's what a goddamn, what a show. I'm speechless.
Amazing.
What a show. I don't dare to go. Sorry.
I loved it. I love every pixel of your shader, Evil.
Thanks. I haven't seen yours, Flopine, yet, but I'm sure it's great.
You can look at the stream now, Evil, while we still talk. We have a few more minutes left to talk before we send it back to DiFFtY and Dojo.
Oh, I see it. Wow, it looks sick. Shit, I actually saw it. I thought it was a revision video, like.
It's not a render, it's live coded.
I tried to metagame you because I knew you would metagame me.
It's the meta of the meta game between the two French people.
And then we do an isometric battle, but.
Sorry, you want to?
No, I was gonna tell you, but then I didn't want to break the surprise because I don't usually do isometric, so.
That's awesome. You mastered it so much. Congrats.
I'm so excited, guys. This is so fantastic.
Blackle is trembling on their shoes. Like, what the hell am I gonna do for the final against whoever wins from this? Blackle, you have any comments?
Have fun.
Yeah, just have fun. That's the most important part. I think we're ready to head back to DiFFtY and Dojo. Thank you so much, evvvvil. Flopine, this was insane. blackle, thank you so much for your commenting as well. Very insightful.
Yeah, thanks to your
round for the ages. A round. This made history. This is absolutely one of the most fantastic rounds in Showdown history.
And thanks a lot to Rennie for the mix.
Thank you.
DiFFtY, take it away to the mothership.
Yep, I'm ready for the takeoff.
What?
Dojo?
The mothership's brain exploded.
Mothership just went down. Yeah.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was back over there, like a couple of meters away, when evvvvil switched the flip.
Flip the switch.
I was running back to the TV doing. Dojo, what the fuck? What the actual fuck is happening? Chat was exploding.
Yeah, both
Discord and
exploded, Twitch exploded.
And we jokefully said it's going to be a battle for the ages. I think this actually was a battle for the ages.
Yeah, and as Aki put it, this is scene history being written right now.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, mad props to both of you.
Yeah, Flopine's shader was very, very nice.
I haven't seen anything really like this done in 25 minutes. Nonetheless, I'm still. I was a bit shaky earlier.
I'm a little giddy right now.
Yeah.
And it's. I said to you, this is the perfect thing to pull off during a shader showdown.
Oh yeah.
Program something that already looks good, and then you do something secret in the background and. Half a minute before
Switch
the end,
you
turn it on just completely suddenly, and everyone just explodes.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I'm going to close the votes now because there was a lot of time to vote. And let's see. Okay, I'll take this one. I guess to nobody's surprise, evvvvil takes this with the amazing display of. What the fuck? But mad props to Flopine. I love this shader. Obviously, the revision logo is in it. So and the glowing cube and the glass effect.
Yep.
Awesome,
very, very
awesome
nice
stuff.
Very well executed.
So yeah, I think we have our final, which will be blackle versus evvvvil. Yeah. So can we announce this as to English speaking people now instead of to French speaking people?
Can we announce it as to? I mean, I heard blackle speak some French-ish.
I think it was like I don't speak French in French. I don't that much French. I think I don't know. I'm sorry if I again announcing to the world that something different that's actually happening.
Let's call it a French-Canadian corporation.
French-Canadian, yeah.
We're going.
I still have no words. That was fantastic. I think the best I've seen.
Yeah,
in terms of for a long time. A battle in a long time, yeah. And I think we're set up for an amazing final. blackle, you better get to figure something out. As I heard, blackle wasn't prepared for final.
She was not.
Okay,
but she's got 2 or 3 2-ish hours.
1.5 right now.
Yeah,
1 hour,
plenty.
20 minutes, and a couple of seconds. So that should be enough time.
Yeah,
I mean, you can write 5 shaders in that time, so that should be easy.
Yeah, just come up with something, see if it works.
Yeah, I'm looking very much forward to this. I hope chat is as well. But yeah, omelette du fromage. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Maybe.
evvvvil is more Englishman than French, says Hardy. Okay. Yeah, I'm amming around all the time because I'm still mind blown.
Yep. It is awesome.
Yeah.
So, what's next on our?
Next, we have just a short break.